We've found the most decked-out, adventure-filled vessel to explore one of North America's most awe-inspiring regions, and we're leaving right now. The Pacific Northwest's Vancouver Island offers miles and miles of protected coastline, reaching from Seattle up the jagged coast of Canada's British Columbia, and the Pacific Yellowfin is the perfect boat to cruise these pristine waters. One of the last wooden ships built for World War II, the Pacific Yellowfin was lovingly restored by her new owner. Born in Ireland, Colin Griffinson is a gilder and custom painter by trade, captain by choice, and self-confessed wooden boat addict.
And I'm unashamed to admit it, I have wooden boat disease. There should be a wooden boat anonymous to help us poor souls that have the disease. These old girls cost a lot of money to maintain, and we have as much fun maintaining them as we have sailing them.
Once you're aboard Pacific Yellowfin, you feel like family. You can put your feet up and relax, and with a price at about $50,000 for a week, including the fuel, she's a great price for any charter client.
The reason why we have it is because we think it fits perfectly into our backyard where we sail, and that's the Pacific Northwest.
As the sun sets over Vancouver Island, we head into the open waters of Vancouver Sound towards Montague Bay. It's the perfect spot to spend the night and discover that Yellowfin's interior was just as lovingly restored as her exterior. Using precious woods like teak and mahogany, Robert Lettingham, one of Vancouver's top interior design firms, created a wonderfully cozy main salon. And for those cool Pacific Northwest nights, there's a real wood-burning stove in the hand-decorated tile alcove. This warm, open space has a friendly country feel. And the solid wood refectory table is always decked out with local offerings like British Columbia ice wine. Pacific Yellowfin can accommodate up to 12 guests in a series of charmingly quirky rooms. As for the master, it boasts a beautiful 4-post bed and an all-in-one bathroom with exposed copper piping. Right now, the tide is saying time to go to bed. We have a very full day ahead of us tomorrow. Waking up to the natural glory of the Pacific Northwest is a real treat. And on top of unspoiled scenery, Pacific Yellowfin's got even more to offer. A whole lot of activity. The decks are chock full of tenders and toys that help transform this cruise into a real adventure.
We try to keep our guests really, really busy with activities on the boat and on the shoreline.
The two custom-built aluminum tinnies are the perfect bridge between the mothership and Mother Nature. The 23-footer takes us ashore to enjoy some of Galiano Island's miles of graded hiking trails. If you want to add a little speed to your enjoyment of the scenery, we can just load these all-terrain scooters onto the 22-foot launch. Then unload, a quick lesson, and off we go. If you're afraid the noise is going to scare away the wildlife, there are quieter ways of exploring the island. With Pacific Yellowfin's fleet of ocean-going kayaks, you can really hug the coastline and discover all that the endless fjords have to offer. And with the Pacific Yellowfin keeping a watchful eye, there's nothing to worry about. Yellowfin has several sailing skiffs that offer a great way to get really close to the sea. But the best way to enjoy this awesome environment is really by kicking back on the Yellowfin herself. With her classic wooden lines and smooth pace, she blends right into the scenery without distracting us from it. And that's thanks to her vintage engines. The two Atlas Imperial 16-ton 6-cylinder engines are original, and they were completely taken apart and rebuilt bolt by bolt by marine engineer Jack Dixon. The exposed valve gear and push rods make it fun to watch, but it requires nerves of steel to operate. The engines are direct reversing. There's no gearbox.
Once you fire them up, that's it, you're moving. You have to drive this boat like it's a ship.
But maybe it's that little bit of extra work that really makes us appreciate Yellowfin and the scenery and activities she enables us to discover. She even offers some sports that aren't traditionally associated with the sea, like golfing.
Before dinner, we have our guests smack some golf balls off into the ocean. They seem to get a great kick about the fact that they don't have to go and retrieve them.
Did somebody mention dinner? After all this activity, we're hungry, and the fantail deck is the perfect place to enjoy fresh seafood, washed down with refreshing local beer. Yellowfin offers the best of both worlds, all the luxury adventure of a super yacht vacation for a more affordable price. And even saying goodbye can be fun when it's done in a seaplane flying over some of the most beautiful scenery in North America.
She is a small ship that can get up and go anywhere at any time. We have 18,000 gallons of diesel on board. We can simply go to China if we so wish.